Hello, glad to have you here. Today we're going to talk about how to find a better way if you are having difficulty, like I was having difficulty building the way that I was building by bugging my family and friends and chasing strangers that I did not know. I did not like it, but I did it, believe it or not, off and on for a little over 20 years. And I would not stay in it long enough to where I guess it would like fully frustrate me until I had no other choice. And then it was just really, really very frustrating for me. So as you're hopping on and you have information to add into the conversation, drop in in the chat whatever it is that your comment, your question, drop in where you're coming in from. Be interactive with me. Let me know what you're thinking, what you've gone through, and are you still doing what you were doing before that was so frustrating for you, but you just kind of said, well, there's nothing else I can do? Or what would it mean to you to have people coming to you and reaching out to you for what it is that you had? What would that feel like? How would that help you in your business? As you're thinking about that, remember, like I said, you can drop your comments, your questions, your opinions in the chat, whether you're here with me live and able to, be interactive, or whether you're catching us on the replay. Please still drop in the information, answers to questions, your opinions, and I will still give you a shout out whether you're here or whether you catch it later. So before I get started, because I was just about to, let me introduce myself to those of you that I haven't had the pleasure of meeting. My name is Cherie Woodard, and I help business builders and entrepreneurs to be able to come online and use social media to get prospects, leads, and sales in their business. And I do that in a variety of ways. I use attraction marketing, I use attraction marketing philosophy. I use lead generation. I talk a lot about video because of how important it is and how it helped me in my business, being visible and letting people see who I am. But that is what I do. And I also have a gift for you. I will put the information on the video when it's downloaded, but it's about the top two anti-salesy posts that actually attract people to you. And remember, we only want to attract those people to us that we really want to help, those people that we are kin to, that we are like-minded. When people leave, that's okay, because when they leave, that means that they didn't really belong. It means that they didn't really, weren't really on the same wavelength as you. So it's okay that people leave, but others will come that are like-minded, that are on the same wavelength, that are aligned with what it is that you're doing, what it is that I'm doing. So I have my notes here to keep me on track. And so I'm gonna go on and get started with that. So when we're talking about um finding those people out there that we want to find because we're tired of doing, business the way that we were doing it, chasing, like for me, I did not really like and had a hard time with, and my family, had we're like, what? What are you doing? Because they knew me as a nurse, and that's what I did for so many years. And then to come with this thing where I'm asking them if they want to, be a part of this because such and such and such, and this is the best thing in the world. And you can't. I mean, this thing sells itself. Getting business with me. However, I said it. It just didn't go over. And then I did have a couple of family members join me, but we weren't getting anywhere. There was nothing happening. It was just like nothing happening, and it was just very frustrating because I had put myself out there and asked my family members, and the two that joined, they were like, okay, but I'm gonna do it my way, or I'm gonna do this or whatever, so on. So it was just, it just was not to be. It was not to be. So the other thing that I really didn't like was, and this is one of the things that I did, I had bought all of this marketing stuff from one of the companies that I was in more towards the end of me doing it and then saying, forget about it, I'll go back and work overtime as a nurse or whatever. But I had these big, not big, but these glossy, kind of like, maybe I want to say like maybe they were bigger than 3 by 5, so they might have been 5 by something. But anyway, I would take those glossy, expensive flyers and I had to put them in the driver's side window. That's what I was told. I went to somebody's car and I would drive, especially on the weekends is when I would do it. And I would try to get out of here early so that I wouldn't, have my sons looking at me like, where are you going? Why are you leaving us? So on and so on. Because my kids were still pretty young when I started out. And when I was getting, still just doing it and not doing it anyway. It just leaving my kids at home was just not the thing to do, but that's what I was doing. And so I took these flyers and I would go to people's car and make sure no one was in there. One day I did it and someone was in there. It was quite embarrassing and frustrating. But mostly after that one time of doing that, then I just made sure no one was in the car and I would stick the flyer down the driver's side window, just, enough so that it would hold and so that they could see it when they came. Well, what happens to the flyer but it slips down? And I'm like, "Oh my goodness. Oh, I need to put another flyer in there." And so it took me 4 times before I realized you are taking up too much time. You're standing here and everything you put in this window is going down into the person's car. It was just crazy. And I was like, that's it, I'm done. So then I went to another parking lot and did the same thing. But, it was just those things were just really frustrating and hard. And, my kids weren't really excited about it either. And so I had to find a better way. So I didn't have any idea, but somebody did. And so I want to share with you what they shared with me and what they did to help me to find a better way. So, in like I said, getting tired of doing things the way that I was doing them, I had a friend that we were in the same company together, and we both had the same, things going on. We didn't want to keep doing what we were doing the way we were doing it. So she started researching and said, this is what she had found. And then I started researching and, just found some things. But, I decided to go in and check out something that we did find. And that really helped me. So for me, okay, I'm going off here. But number one, I did research looking for solutions, and that is what my friend did as well. My next thing is that check, with a friend in the business and see what it is that they're doing. See what it is that they may know. See what it is that they might be able to lead you to. Because when you think about having people coming to you and you not having to go out to the parties that no one shows up to, and and you feel like you're just wasting your time because you need to be home with your kids, see what they're doing, make sure they're doing okay and doing what they're supposed to be doing. And then the other thing is mentors, people that you look up to. Check it out and see what it is that they have to say. So those are the three tips basically. It's just important, and my answer, like I said, with two of those things, a friend who was researching and told me about it, and then I began researching and online, and so those two things worked for me. And so now I'm not doing what I used to do. I'm not chasing people. I'm not bugging my family and friends. It's just one of those things. Let me look at the clock. I haven't looked at the clock. That's not good. But what would it honestly mean to you? Just think about it. What would it mean to you to have people coming to you? What would it mean to not have to chase strangers in Walmart or in the shopping centers or whatever? And I know things have been pretty much closed, but then I hear some things are opening up again. And but what would it feel like to not have to even really leave your house to do what it is that you want to do, to be able to build online and to use social media? What would that feel like? To not have to go running in your car, taking your stuff, leaving your kids, and going to talk to people that you don't know. And because my family was out, they were done. Some of them were like, nah, we're fine. And then I had my brother and one of my sisters that said they would give it a try, but if it didn't work, they weren't doing it anymore. And so stuff happens, but that's how it went for me. And so that's why I wanted to give you this information, because for me, I was able to find something better, a better way to build, something that truly helped me to change my life, to change things from the way that I had been doing them. And yeah, so I hope that this was helpful, and I hope that it's valuable, and I hope it really gives you something to think about, to see if there's a better way out there. And there are better ways to build. And the way that I'm building using the attraction marketing philosophy, for me, it's not spamming people. It's not pushing my product on anybody or my company or anything like that. It allows me to be me. And for those people that want what it is that I have, or from what it is that I talk about, then they know how to get in touch with me. They direct message me, or they take something that I'm a gift that I put on, and check it out, and maybe it's for them, maybe it's not, but this is so different, and I love doing it this way. That way you can see me. You're not having to have me up on you going, hey, how would you like to, and this is really a good product and it really sells itself and yada yada. This for me is better. I love doing this. I love being able to do lives. I love being able to use social media to meet people and to, and some people, stick and some people don't. But it's a nice way to meet people. And, if I have something that can help them, all they have to do is ask. And then I'm all about letting you know what it is that I do. And I help, like I said, business builders and entrepreneurs out there. So I won't go over that again. So I will have on the video when it's downloaded the information about those top two anti-salesy posts that actually attract people to you rather than chase them away. And so that is it for this week. Today is Thursday, so I won't be going live again until Tuesday. But I will be posting, and I got to get back into doing my oh Lord, I'm sorry. Let me get off of here. My son is starting to get loud again. But anyway, yeah, I will be getting back into doing reels and making it interesting, as well as maybe some fun to it, as well as giving you information that's going to truly help you in your business, help you to be able to build that business to the way that you want to build it, and not be going through stress and upset and frustrations and what have you. So take care. Talk soon. I'll see you Tuesday. Bye now.